Mr. Speaker, all of these horrifying events on this non-exhaustive list have something in common. Every single one of these attacks was carried out after someone close to the killer observed and reported concerning behavior to the authorities. The good news is there is something that we can do to fix this. I gave that speech on the floor of the House of Representatives just 12 hours before the tragedy at Santa Fe High School, only 15 miles outside of my congressional district in Texas. Targeted violence has taken the lives of thousands of innocent Americans. This crisis is impacting our country indiscriminately. In the most powerful and innovative nation in the world, there's absolutely no reason that we should not feel safe in our schools, where we work, or the places where we worship, or anywhere else in the community where people gather. Americans want solutions. I believe that we've found one. In 1981, an assassination attempt was made on President Ronald Reagan. The U.S. Secret Service began studying individuals who had either attacked or come close to attacking public officials. That study led to the process of identifying, investigating, and assessing, and if necessary, mitigating threats posed by those who may be on a pathway to violence. A process called threat assessment and management, and it works. Since the attack on Reagan, no president has come that close to losing his life. And seeing the merits of this, others, including the FBI and NCIS, put into action their own systems of threat assessment and management. If it works to protect our president and other public figures, why not use it for the rest of us? The problem is that, by and large, this concept is not part of the culture and fabric of contemporary law enforcement, particularly at the state and local level. I want to ensure that if a local entity wants to learn how to use this process, the federal government is equipped to help them. This is where the TAPS Act comes in. This bill establishes a task force of experts who will advise in creating a national strategy aimed at preventing targeted violence by using threat assessment and management. The overall goal is to train and support those who want to use this life-saving method. This strategy will include a program that helps build locally driven threat assessment and management units and a specialized program to protect our schools. The TAPS Act is about connecting the dots before an attack occurs. Let's not forget, law enforcement interacted with the Parkland, Florida school shooter 39 times. Every warning sign was there. They were not missed. It was just a failure to connect the dots. Our local law enforcement does a great job, but for the most part is unaware of this proven system. Folks, when the first shot goes off, it's too late. We have failed. If a local threat assessment and management process had been in place in Parkland, we may not have lost 17 innocent lives that day. It's time that we do something substantive to protect our children and our communities. Instead of politically charged rhetoric, let's work together and use the tools at our disposal. The truth is, we need your help. And while those affected by these tragedies continue to be in our thoughts and prayers, now is the time for action. My hope is that every member of Congress would consider the TAPS Act a priority. Together we can connect the dots and save lives.